Welcome to Test Prep CA 9 Part 1, question number 10. And it says, below is a frequency table for how Mr. Sims' friends typically get to work. If Mr. Sims gets 2 more friends who ride taxis to work, which method of travel will be used by 1/4 of Mr. Sims' friends? Explain your answer. Alright, so the first sentence once again says, below is a frequency table for how Mr. Sims' friends typically get to work. So what that means is that we have a table here, and this table basically, what they did was they did a survey of Mr. Sims' friends, and they said, hey, how do you get to work? And if they said walking, they gave them a tally mark for walking. And then if another person said a bus, and then maybe another person said walking, and this person said a train, and this person said they went cycling. And basically, when they were all done with the survey, they had 5 people who said cycling, 4 people who said bus, 9 people who said car, okay, and so on and so forth. But what they did was they took out this section here. And a lot of things will do that. A lot of frequency tables, they will go ahead and remove the tally marks once they've already counted them up and got this value here, because there's really no point in having them at that point. So anyway, so what we're going to do here is the question says, if Mr. Sims gets 2 more friends who ride taxis to work, which method of travel will be used by 1/4 of Mr. Sims' friends? So first, they said, if Mr. Sims gets 2 more friends who ride taxis to work, then which method of travel will be used by 1/4 of Mr. Sims' friends? So since they told us that 2 more of my friends ride taxis to work, they're wanting us to include those. So we have this 3 of my friends riding taxis right now, but what we need to do is we need to add 2 more friends. So I'm just going to do that real quick right here. I'm going to just add 2. Oh, sorry, not equals 2. Add. So now I have 2 more friends being added, and that's of course going to equal 5. So 3 plus 2 equals 5. So now I've added my other 2 friends to the taxi total. So now I have 5 friends who ride in the taxi. And that's important because if we had omitted that, if we hadn't realized that we have to add those 2 friends, and we were to say, hey, 1/4 of Mr. Sims' friends, which method of travel was 1/4 of Mr. Sims' friends? If we didn't remember to add this plus 2, then what we would have done is we would have said, well, we have 8, 9, 4, 5, 1, and 3, and we'd add those up. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus the 5 is 9, plus this other 9 is 18, plus the 4 is 22, so that would have been 30. So 1/4 of 30 is about 7.5 or something like that. So then we would have had to guess, well, is it the cycling here or is it the walking? Anyway, it would have gotten messy. But if you notice that Mr. Sims gets 2 more friends who ride taxis to work, then you know that you have to add those 2 friends into the values. So now, if I add up all of them together to figure out how many friends I have in total so that I can find 1/4 of that, then if I add all those up together, I would get 8 plus 9 plus 4 plus 5 plus 1 plus 5. Well, this 5 and 5 is 10, plus the 1 is 11, okay, plus the 4 is 15, plus the 9 is 24, plus the 8 is 32, for a total of 32 after I add them all up. So 32 is the total number of Mr. Sims's friends. So if Mr. Sims has 32 friends, and I want to know which method of travel will be used by 1/4 of Mr. Sims' friends. Well, if Mr. Sims has a total of 32 friends, I need to know 1/4 of that 32. Well, 1/4 of something is really 1/4 times something. So I put the 32 over 1 because any whole number is just that whole number over 1. And 1/4 times 32 over 1, 1 times 32 is 32. 4 times 1 is 4, which gives me 32 divided by 4. And 4 goes into 32 a total of 8 times. So you might think that 8's the answer, but 8 is not the answer. 8 is just the number of Mr. Sims' friends who have that method of travel. So I have to look in the graph here and find out where is the number 8. I need 8 friends to have a certain method of travel, and sure enough, 8 of my friends are walkers. So those 8 friends, they walk, and because they walk, they are with those. Sorry, 8 of my friends walk, and they are 1/4 of my total number of friends. My total number of friends being 32. So since I have 32 total friends and 8 of those are walkers, that would be the 1/4 of Mr. Sims' friends. What method of travel do they have? And that method of travel is walking. So 1/4 of my friends walk. Wow, that's awesome. All right, well, I hope that you have had a wonderful test prep. I hope that everything is going smooth for you and that all the problems that you're looking at really make sense. I look forward to seeing you, seeing how you do on the test. Study hard. Watch these videos again. Do the test prep again. Make sure that you do all the problems again one more time without looking at the answers. See if you can do them by yourself. Then you know you really understand the problem. Anyway, hope you're having a great night, and I'll talk to you later.